EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Watson, he's going to back away and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28 from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And Chubb will try the middle here. Down at the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go up the middle with Chubb. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Watson. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Chubb. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their own 25-yard line. Play fake, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On second down, a run with Patterson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Patterson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Here's Patterson again. No gain that time, and it leaves him with third and 11 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Here's Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Off of play action, it's Watson. Here's a diving catch right side. A good pickup there at 22.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson tries the right side, and he finds Bell. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. Looking deep downfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Give to Patterson, running to the right. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. Now Mariota. And complete to Drake London. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A right side run with Patterson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing, Mariota. Got London on a slant. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. A handoff for Patterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. Over the middle, caught by London. And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Keith Smith taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know the natural instinct is to kick the extra point there and tie the game. But here in this spot, at this point of the game, is there another coach maybe weighing in with what to do here?
Well, I think that analytics are starting to say, with it being from the 2, that you're going for 2 more often. That makes sense. But there, I still like going for 1, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's my first instinct, but I'm understanding how the game is starting to change. And we're getting a number of these quarterbacks who are telling their coaches, we should go for 2 all the time. I want to see if we ever get a team that actually starts to do that.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 2nd and 9. They'll run again with Hunt. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Hunt will try going up the middle, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. And some space here. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammate.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that open. You just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
He sets to fire deep. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. On the delay, here's Hunt. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run again with Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A lot of pressure here for Cade York. This to perhaps salt this one away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8. Things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves them out there with another chance.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down, avoiding that 3 and out. How how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Prescott on first down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
On second down, Elliott once more. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Prescott now. And this one quickly to Lamb. Touchdown! Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's got some space here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. 10th carry now for Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go to Elliott again. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very...
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Prescott to throw it. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Amari Cooper trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run for Nick Chubb, and the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Rolling to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, he'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Final play of the half, Prescott. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but there are definitely opportunities now because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. A give running right is Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harrison Bryant from 4 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 39. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Elliott. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Tackled by Jordan Elliott. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Again, it's Elliott. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Inside give to Elliott. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete